Hey, you know y'all brothers know y'all from the tribe of Gad, right? What's your nationality?
Yeah.
From the tribe of Gad.
Tribe of Gad. Y'all look like it, right?
Tribe of Gad. Y'all pretty much are the chosen people. Y'all are one of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, you're the chosen people of the Lord. Get Genesis. That's funny that we stopped.
Yeah, get it with Gad. Yeah, we're gonna get it with Gad, y'all.
Hey, get the prophecy of Gad in the Bible. Genesis, the 49th chapter. Can you get your
Yeah, sure. Hey, all right.
Yeah. So this is another book proving that the so-called Native Americans and Seminole Indians, they knew the name of the Lord. They knew that the Lord's name was Yahweh, man.
That's right.
Not God, not Jesus. The name of the Heavenly Father is God, and His Son's name is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and our people, we brothers, man. All right?
Yeah.
We are brothers under the Heavenly Father, all right? You are part of this, okay? Even what is this? Even Reuben, all right? Reuben's a Seminole Indian. Okay, get it.
It's the book of Genesis.
Give me the one how they got over here too.
Chapter 49, verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And what's ironic about that, we're at the last. So it's time for Gad to get back over these devils, man. They came here and slaughtered our people. Your people, which are our brothers, man. All right? During the ancient time, man. We was fighting back, but it was prophecy that we had to fall under the hand of the wicked man, man. The so-called white man today. All right? We had to succumb to him because it will fulfill prophecy in the end that we will overcome them, man. Okay, along with your brothers, man. Okay?
The troop that came up that overcame Gad was what? The North American Cavalry.
That's right.
That's the troop that overcame it. And it also was, it already was arm in arm with Rachel.
Yep.
When the troop passed up. That's when Gad was born. Yep. But then in the end, in these times, when Gad was over, this place was a paradise. That's what it was.
Right.
So it was you could drink from the water, man. Now go to the Mississippi River and start call yourself drinking from it. What's gonna happen? You're gonna drop dead, man. You're gonna drop dead. That's what they done in this place, man. All right. And I'm gonna say this too. I wish I had it on me, but one of you brothers get the Lost Lunar Stone. Lost Lunar Stone. Yeah. I want to say this too. A lot of the I know Fox did it with Glenn Beck. You know, they've been digging up the graves of a lot of Native Americans, right? And what they've been saying is they've been having a lot of ancient Paleo Hebrew pendants on them. All right? Just like all down here in New Orleans, this is all. What you know that already? You know, I know you know that. You know, like you go down to Chef Mentor Highway. Chef Mentor means in the language, it means lion chief. And it was lying to the so-called white man. Yeah, bring it here. You ever seen this?
Yeah, I know.
The Lost Lunar Stones of New Mexico. Those are the ancient Paleo Hebrew writings that the Native Americans was writing on the Ten Commandments, and I believe right here it's the Lord's name in the ancient Hebrew. All right, showing that the Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites, man.
Yeah. I believe under captivity, man. And then y'all came over here to the Americans, man.
Yeah, now they taught in school. In school, they taught us that the Native Americans came over here on the Bering Straits.
Yeah.
They said that Asia and Alaska froze over and they walked over. No. Yeah. The scriptures said that y'all came here on ships, man. Right. From the land, which the Native Americans and so all these tribes right here come from the land of Israel. That's our homeland. Like the Negroes try to say, oh, y'all come from Africa. No, we was in Africa for 1,000 to 1,500 years, but our homeland is from Israel. That's right. All right? We're the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what we are here to proclaim to our people, to come back to their nationality, man. Because the Lord's going to do away with America. Right? America's on his way out, and the so-called white man's going down too. See these like devils like that, they're going to slavery on us.
Yeah, that's Lord. Yeah, they got to get rid of
us. That's future slavery in the Bible, written for these devils like that, man.
Yeah, y'all got to get ready for slavery.
Yeah, they didn't have their run.
Right. Yeah, Jesus gonna be in slavery with you.
We're gonna praise Jesus when we whipping your back, man. You can't fit you with the hell you done to our brothers. You too. That's what we're gonna praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus when y'all in the shackles too.
Yeah, when you step in the name of love on your ass.
Keep that energy.
That's what we're gonna praise Jesus.
This second Ezra.
Goddamn devil. Hold on. Slow down.
Can we get a picture of you, brothers?
Oh yeah, cool.
Let us read it.
Let's read this real quick.
Information, and then once we finish, before y'all go, we get one. Let's get this info to y'all first.
Yeah, I want to get that. That's important.
Yeah.
It's 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. It says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away. Go ahead.
Which Judah, Benjamin, Levi was in captivity under the Romans. The other 10 tribes, which represent the northern kingdoms, you guys was in the captivity under Salmanazar.
That's right.
All right? That's why it don't say all 12. Because remember, if you read the Bible, the one that hit the word and called Jesus Christ, he was walking amongst these 3 tribes. All right? Which there's other accounts, but I don't want to go ahead of myself.
They was in there.
I know, but I don't want to go ahead of myself.
The bulk of them. It says, which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of OC.
Somebody give me a nice long map. Get a map of the world, so we can really show you guys how the path that the so-called Native Americans took to get over here before Christopher Cuba got over here. That's another devil, Masonic, Freemason devil, man. You know,
trying to keep the laws.
You ever watch the movie 1492? Remember, there's a scene when Christopher Columbus was talking to the guy in the house. He said, "Where are they?" He said, "The 10 tribes." He said something about Ezra. Remember that?
He said Ezra.
He used this book. That's why the Bible Destruction Group, going back to 1862, abolished and got away with this book, because this book tells you how the Native Americans, so-called Latinos, got over here to America. That's why the word apocrypha means to send away hidden. They did that for a while. Right? They hid the true knowledge of the Lord's people, man. Lied to us, turn us against each other. You know?
In the movie 1492, you had Christopher Columbus talking to a priest, and the priest was asking him, "Why are you trying to get to India from the west?" And he said, "Oh, calculations, Esdras." And the priest was like, "Esdras was a Jew." He was referring to the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha.
See, he's referring to the book of Esdras in the Bible.
This
is the 11 books that the Bible, that the Bible, the church purposely took out. When you get the 1611 Bible, you get all these books together in one.
That's right.
All right. Now read that. I'll show these brothers this.
And that devil Christopher Cuba came over with a Hebrew translator. Because he knew who was here.
It says, whom Salmanazar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. And so came they into another land.
Go ahead.
It says, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into the further country where never mankind dwelt.
So now we know from back then they used to call America what? The New World.
That's right. That's right.
That's where mankind never dwelt. Right? Yeah, Solomon sent ships over here, different voyages over here to get gold, peacocks, things of that nature, but they never dwelt over here.
That's right.
The Native Americans, the Seminole Indians, and the so-called Latinos were the first to dwell in America. I got some heavy information too. Go ahead.
It says that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right. We want to keep the laws of the Most High. All right.
And it says, and they entered into the Euphrates.
Which the Euphrates is up here. Go ahead.
By the narrow passages of the river.
Go ahead.
For the Most High then showed signs for them.
Which the Most High showed them signs to protect them, to make sure they get over here for the voyage. And they took this path. They went round to the horns of Africa to right here. It's going to see a particular point. Go ahead.
It says,
real quick. Go ahead.
And hell stood the flood.
It said hell stood the floods. Now we know this is hurricane season. Where do most hurricanes start at? The horns of Africa right here. That's why I said the Lord held back the storm. So the time of season when the Native Americans got over here was around this time. This time frame, hurricane season. So at that time they was traveling, he made it to where no storms or nothing came. All right, and they took that voyage from around the Horn of Africa to right here to South America and the Americas, man. These damn devils ain't never found America, man. All they did was rape, rob, and murder and pillage our brothers, man, and destroyed the people. Go ahead.
I got one quick part about the signs, because Issachar could read the signs. So when the Lord gave it to him, they were strong in Chronicles.
This First Chronicles 12 and 32.
Right. Which, when you go into you get Issachar, you got that's the so-called Mexicans at the bottom.
Second Chronicles 12 and 32.
And that's why the Lord gave them signs, because they was real. The Lord, that was one of their talents, to read the signs.
Incas in the mind.
All right.
The Mayans.
That's right.
It was good with the stargates,
right?
The alignments of the stars, you know. Which those men, those so-called Mexicans, those were the ones that would tell us back in the ancient times when war was coming, the high and holy days. All right. Our people, when you look at the Native Americans, man, you can't doubt they are spiritual people.
That's right.
All right. These so-called Negroes, in their right mind, they are spiritual people, man. They are people that has a connection with the Most High. Right. You know. Give me that. No. Give me that Ezra thing real fast. The gold what he brought up.
It says, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely,
around the Horn of Africa.
That's right. Namely, of a year and a half.
It took a year and a half for the Native Americans, so-called Seminoles and Latinos to get over here to America, man. It took them a year and a half. It's a long voyage, man.
Right? It says, and the same region is called Azareth.
Now we got a document that's from the Jewish encyclopedia. This is from these devils themselves. All right, they go and do research and all type of ground searches, finding artifacts and stuff like that. Let's see what they say.
This is on the JewishEncyclopedia.com. Azareth by Morris Jastrow Jr. and Kaufman Kohler. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration, according to 2nd Esdras 13 and 45.
Time of the restoration right now. You restaurate something, you're building it back up to what it used to be. Well,
Columbus identified America with this land.
What?
Right. Columbus identified America with this land.
The land of Esdras. That's what it was called before America, man.
I'm gonna read that.
Right?
You know, it has actually makes a lot of sense, because we have a story in our language that says and goes on and on and on. But what it means is, saying at the beginning of time of our people, we came from the land of the rising sun, from the tribe with the hair like a buffalo.
Sunrise.
How does the buffalo look?
We got a buffalo.
Where
the sunrise at? Where the sunrise at? In the east.
In the east.
Hey,
Where's Israel?
Israel, man.
In the east. In this book called The Lost Tribes and Promised Lands, the buffalo.
It's from the book, so you probably go get the book if you want it.
And that's why they killed the buffaloes off.
That's right.
Come on, man. Buffalo damn near extinct.
The buffalo soldiers.
The buffalo soldiers.
Yeah, because they had that reminded us of that story.
Yeah,
right.
They knew
See,
who that was connected with.
There's accounts too with the tribe of Levi, which were the priests. They got that accounts with it when they brought them to Haiti, to where they butchered the so-called white man over there, hung him upside down, and they was on the way to come free the Native Americans, man. So we knew who he was. You know, even when the Negroes came from the transatlantic slave trade, they have accounts where the Native Americans used to hide them amongst them because we looked like each other, man.
That's what the New Orleans Indians celebrate.
Yeah, that's why the New Orleans Indians celebrate their culture of Indians, man. Not,
the Mardi Gras Indians.
Mardi Gras Indians, man.
What they don't tell you about the Buffalo Soldiers is our people, the Apaches in Texas, we intermarried with a lot of them.
Yep. We know about that too,
man. Left out of the books.
Yep. They try to hide it, man. You know?
This is on page 148. Just to back up the tradition you just told us, where you said y'all came from the land of the rising sun. And where does the sun rise? In the east. And where's Israel? In the east. And this is an account from the Aztecs, the so-called Mexicans who are of the tribe of Issachar. This is one of their traditions. This is on page 148 of Lost Tribes and Promised Lands. The Spaniards had barely been shown to their quarters when Cortez, speaking of Hernando Cortez, the conquistador, was led by the Aztec emperor into a large room and told to sit on the throne there. Then, according to Cortez's account, Moctezuma, the emperor of Tenochtitlan, the capital city of the Aztecs, proceeded to regale him with gifts and to tell him this story. Long ago, in our sacred writings, our ancestors informed us that neither I nor any of the other inhabitants of this land are indigenous to it, but are foreigners come here from a completely different place, and that our race was brought here by a lord whose vassals they all were, who then returned to his native country. After a long time, he came here again and found the men he had left behind, now married to the native women of the country, with many children living in the villages they had built. He wanted to take them back with him, but they wouldn't go. They wouldn't even accept him as their Lord, and so they went home. The moral drawn from this story is, we have always believed that his descendants had come and subjugate this land and make us our vassals. Now, since you say that you come from the direction where the sun rises.
Yeah, man. Okay, finish it off real fast.
I'm going to just read 25. It says, but through that country, there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. And the same region is called Arsaris. Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
Yeah, and it's still here.
Right.
The so-called Native Americans are still here. All the 10 tribes are here. They're here so the Lord can deliver, because we know that the Lord's going to deliver 1/3 and elect these people, man. 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are going to be destroyed.
Right.
But the bulk of them, the 2/3, the 1/3 and elect will be saved, man. If they come,
gotta go. We're supposed to meet someone, but
the Lord made you come here, brother.
you guys have literature in it?
Hey, give him the card and everything.
You got a website or something?
Yeah.
What's the name of y'all's group?
GMS, Great Millstone. Great Millstone, GMS. So we're on YouTube. This is our channel on YouTube. This is some of the elders and stuff that we learn from. And we all around the world.
You get a picture.
Oh yeah, man. There's seeds being dropped, you know?
Oh, for sure. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
Brother,
Hey, y'all brothers get in, man.
I'm gonna jump in. Hey, keep everything on camera, man. This is all good.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, Judah and Israel is oppressed. Come on down. All right, brother, down.
Okay, brothers. Hey, y'all from down here? Texas. Okay. What part?
Y'all know where?
How far is that from Houston or Dallas?
Well, they down there.
You down there by the bottom?
Paso.
We used to be down there, but then
That's down there like a little Paso.
in
Paso.
in
And
1978, they captured them. People made it safe.
San Antonio,
That one's up in the
Still like 3 hours from Dallas?
Put that in water.
It's freezing
Or the bottom.
We got brothers in Dallas. Put in GMS Dallas. You're running to that page.
the blue they got.
And them Israelites, man.
That's right.
That's right, man. Our brothers.
All right, brother.
Like he was about, my brother looked like he was about to cry, man. You know, one belong here. Yeah, man.
That's our brothers.
We just went over that on the.
Yeah, see, I know we, we break it down, With the Lord help, everything come out, man. Nothing gets old in the scriptures, man.
He like he ain't want to leave, bro.
Yeah, he ain't want to leave. They really, Bill was going to be gone. They looked at the sign. Yaganah. They looked at the sign and were about to leave. Like, see, I told you. And then we made them come. Bill was supposed to leave.
Yeah.
But the Lord held him, held him here.
He had a smile
to let him know
when he first came up, and he probably still smiles.
But that's our people, man.
You can tell that Jake. He's from that. Even on the long, he got that aura, boy. He's like, even with the long hair, he
was getting excited when you were cursing out the
Edomites,
Edomites.
Yeah,
and in that book, Lost Tribes of Promised Land, I can't remember which page, but what he just said, how their people intermarried the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. They called them Maroons. Yeah, Maroons, and they were guerrilla fighters that were fighting against the Spanish.
Yeah, man. That's the oldest beginning, man. I ain't been in that book in a long time, man. What's that book tell you that they were calling on Yahweh, man?
In one of those pages in that book, it says that when the Spaniards saw, I think, the Aztec cities, they thought it was like Moorish architecture.
God damn.
Let me get.
And see, man.
This is the Los Moonstones.
Yeah, we're gonna still get into that. And see, the reason why we talk to them brothers in the pictures, man, they gonna go drop seeds, man. They're gonna bring that back and drop seeds, man. It's time for all of us to wake the fuck up, man. Yep. Get the hell up out of here.
Overcoming that truth.
It's bigger.
Judo pressed together, man. That's how we grow.
It's a bigger thing going on. Let them go drop them seeds, man.
Yeah. We used to be, like you said, that come with, that's come with experience. Yeah. Getting less angry, right? Getting more wiser, right? Understanding. Because they came out 2-3-4 years ago. We said, man, don't take that camera out, man. I was like, hey, they'll drop a seed.
And they took the camera out for the right reason. And for educational purposes.
Yeah. This is on page 147 of Lost Tribes and Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders. It is significant that a Moorish atmosphere, depicted more with romantic fondness than with the zeal to destroy, hangs over both Cortez's and Bernal Diaz's accounts of the march to Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, as if the towers of the Alhambra itself could be seen rising in the distance over the shimmering lake. In his first 2 letters to the emperor, Cortez does not refer to Indian temples, but to mezquitas, mosques. Cortez does not refer to Indian temples, but to mezquitas, mosques, as though he implicitly accepted Montalvo's conception of Muslims as pagans. When he destroys the idols of Cempoala and persuades its people to accept Christianity, he proposes to rename it Seville. Tlaxcala, he writes, reminds him of Granada. Bernal Diaz goes a step further. Granada, Spain, and Seville, Spain as well. Bernal Diaz goes a step further in sensing the presence of a familiar old brand of Oriental paganism. He thinks he sees traces of Jewish influence in the idols and temples he had come upon.
And we're talking about the Northern Kingdom. He's saying that even when he was there, he got the influence of what?
When Bernal Diaz goes a step further in sensing the presence of a familiar old brand of Oriental paganism. And remember, this is over in Mexico.
That's right.
He thinks he sees traces of Jewish influence in the idols and temples he had come upon. Let me get this last sentence. Brought over somehow by refugees from Titus's campaign against Palestine.
Right.
In the
Titus in Vespasian from 70 AD, man. Go ahead, brother.
And what they was doing, infiltrating our people, right? All right? That's why we was fleeing Roman persecution. Go ahead, brother. He thinks he sees traces of Jewish influence in the idols and temples he had come upon, brought over somehow by refugees from Titus's campaign against Palestine in the 1st century CE. And that's how you know that's our people. Because Ephraim and them, they were joined to idols, man. And when you see where idol worship and that, like the brother said, our people are spiritual. Now, they doing it the wrong way, but they still have some type of spirituality. They got to worship something, man.
You see it in them,
yeah, you see it in them, man.
And it's the aura.
The aura is spiritual, man. If I could say, Mansa Musa's brother, who was originally supposed to become king, Abu Bakr II, would take voyages to the Americas because they had that knowledge.
and we know that some of the northern kingdom still stayed with the southern kingdom.
Right.
So it's very easy to believe that in his voyages, when he brought some of his people over from the Mali Empire, you had, of course, the southern kingdom calling themselves Mali, and then you had some northern kingdom among them that came over here, and they said that on one of his voyages, Abu Bakr II never came back, and they thought that they had mingled with the peoples they knew that were over there. And then just recently, you had a bunch of Edomite archaeologists find gold spearheads in the Americas that go back to Malian West African gold.
Same thing with those pendants they find. They find Hebrew pendants of Paleo-Hebrew in the tombs of Native Americans, so-called the Northern Kingdom, man. You devils know who we are. Go ahead,
and the earth is helping the woman, right? The lunar stone? Yeah, the earth, see? The earth is helping the woman, man. All right, we going into the Los Lunar stone, which I'm going to read the quick Wikipedia on it. It says, the Los Lunas, Decalos stone is a large boulder on the side of Hidden Mountain near Los Lunas, New Mexico, about 35 miles south of Albuquerque. That bears a very special, spectacular inscription carved into a flat panel. Come on, man. Talking about pussy, man. It says the stone is also known as the Los Lunas Mystery Stone or Commandment Rock because it has the commandments of the Lord engraved in it, which is going to say, the stone is controversial in that some claim the inscription is pre-Columbian and therefore proof of early Semitic contact with the Americans.
That stone is so big, it's in the ground and stuck. Them devils been trying to get it out for years. They can't get it out the ground.
Can't remove it, right?
You know?
Yeah, the Lord got that engraved there and got the engravings of the Hebrew engraved on it, man. All right?
The paleo, man.
The paleo Hebrew on it.
Yashwan Kadash.
That's right.
Right, proving that the Native Americans
was Hebrew.
It's Hebrews, man.
It was Hebrews, man.
Right? Not no damn Indians, man.
You got the Lord name all on here, man. Look at that, man.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Come on, man. That was our people, man.
Yeah, the Lord cold, man. We just went over something with Gad and them, man. And here, the Lord bring them out here.
Bring it out.
Solidify the point, you know? Yeah, man. Get goosebumps about that shit, man. Goosebumps. I'm like, literally got goosebumps about this shit, bro.
Got 800 ancient stones with Hebrew writing in Puerto Rico authenticated.
Come on.
Go ahead, read that, bro. It's Revelations chapter 12. It's Revelations chapter 12, verse 16. Yep. And the earth helped the woman, yep. And the earth opened her mouth, yep. And swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And that earth helping the woman is us fleeing, all right? But also, you got the relics of the world, man. These different stones and Hebrew writings. Right. You got the text.
They got a Moabite stone.
You got a Moabite stone with Hebrew writing.
Hebrew writing on it,
yeah.
Too, man.
You got the pyramid. All this helps lets you know that the Hebrews.
Validation.
That's validation, man. That's how the earth is helping the woman, man. You got these ancient relics, all right, to prove that our people is there, man. Now our people did it, man.
Hey, this is an example of the earth helping the woman. This is on archaeologyworld.com, and there was an article published on February 5th of 2020. 800 ancient stones with Hebrew writing in Puerto Rico authenticated. The mysterious origins of a collection of mysterious statuettes from Puerto Rico, long ago believed to have been made by Jews from the 10 lost tribes exiled from the land of Israel in ancient times, are now being understood thanks to Israeli technology.
Authenticated. Meaning what is real, man? That's real, man. We can't get around this, man. All right? There's no doubt that these people on this sign is Hebrew Israelites, man. To this point, there's no doubt. From Judah, Benjamin, all the way down to Issachar, it's without doubt that they're the Hebrew Israelites, man. That the scriptures speak about. They're the biblical Hebrews, man.
That was our brothers up here, man.
That was our brothers, man.
You can feel it.
Show the love.
Yeah, you can see it, bro.
Come on, man. One thing a brother gonna know about his brother, there's gonna be a connection, man. All right, we ain't feel nothing about them devils we told get ready to go in there, man. Because y'all broke the brotherly covenant.
Lord set that up too.
They set that up too. Right? They broke the brotherly covenant anyways. Because y'all went our fucking brother from the beginning, man. We was fraternal twins, man.
Right. And you seen them too, man. Them brothers ain't felt no type of way.
Yeah.
Telling them devils they going to slavery in us.
That's right, man.
They were happy about it. Hey, they were
That's
some
what we're gonna
Apaches.
do, man.
They were some Apaches, so you know their ancestors
They was raw.
scalping the fuck
They
out of
was
you,
raw, bro.
piece of shit white people.
They bought war.
Hey, did you see on the older guy's shirt? He had the Apache with the gun in his hand.
So you know his mindset.
Yeah.
And
That's-
hey, man, it's time.
That's their action. That's their character.
You gotta get you red devils, man.
Yeah.
Damn Edomites, you fuck away. You gonna
She
get
ready
you
for
red
slave. Get up. Hey, get up. You ready for slave? Look at the camera. Get that thing on our nose. She ready for slavery, man. Feel that. They can't do nothing. Sagging grandma draws on. Get them grandma draws.
Yeah, man.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them.
That's true, man.
They humiliate us. That's all our people,
Right.
man. Fuck breaking us and shit. Fuck them, man.
It's like this devil here. She red as a fucking real. She pink. Red as a goddamn fire truck, man.
Hot dog in a mic.
That shit on our nose got some shit on our nose.
Right.
Hey, in that movie, 12 Years a Slave, they had a scene where the slaves were walking through the woods and they ran into some Gadites. And they looked at each other at first like they're gonna attack each other. The next scene cuts of them dancing and having a good time with each other.
That's right.
They know this shit, man. They know that. They destroyed us and use Jason to go clean on their fucking heads, man. You know? Hey, man, it's gonna be unity and love again. Them brothers, they're gonna remember this day.
So you can't say we ain't scratching out the you can't say the Lord ain't scratching his hands out for free. The people when they come up there, you be rude and all that. No, we feel love. That's all love. So we not gonna say about that. They ain't self-trained. They self-comfortable.
You know, love for our brothers, man. Those who want implications, right? They want us to return, man. Right?
The kingdom of heaven is being built right now. That's why Edom is not, Judah is not vexing Edom. Or vice versa, man. We know that's all this, brother. We're not trying to vex them, man. We're trying to bring them back to this world, man. To this world, man. Like a fucking goddamn. That would look sick, man.
Like an ant from the back.
That would look sick. Get it. Get it, brother. Get it. Get it. Yeah, brothers and brothers. We're almost out of here, man. That's right. That would look sick, though, when she turned around. It was pupils, dark gray.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing in the kingdom when all 12 tribes are back together and love each other. Like it's just
Facts. And that flood trying to swallow this information up, man.
man, fuck the dragon.
They fuck the dragon, man. The
Rich
dragon
bitch.
going down. He was
right.
listen, his little season is over with. He done reached the end of his little season that he was loose. All right?
That dragon goes into the so-called white man.
That's the so-called white man.
For those who don't know.
That's right.
And like I said, his
Them
little season,
them lies.
his little season of mayhem, running around, putting people in slavery, conquering the world of wickedness. The little shit is up, man.
That's right.
All right? The Lord's finna put the Israelites in power. We're gonna rule this planet Earth in righteousness, man. All right? We're gonna have that spiritual connection, one with the power, one with the spirit, one with the sun, man. All right? You help shut.
And one with the sword.
Oh, yeah, that rod of iron to bash his
Yeah,
fucking
we're gonna have
head.
that sword in our hand,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We're gonna have that scepter in our hand, man.
Shit, rip his spine out his back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The lies can't cover this no more, man. You devils done been exposed, man. Your lies and your deception is gone.
You even got Edomites out here now saying, y'all
Yeah,
are the
whistle
children
blow.
of Israel. Y'all are the children of Israel, but everybody's still going to be saved.
No.
If you accept that, if you accept the children of Israel, then you got to accept the second part, that you're going into slavery.
Don't
And you're
work
about to
like
get
that.
a knee, and you're about to get folded like a lawn chair.
It don't work like that. Yeah.
We in those times, man.
Yeah, we and it's beautiful, man, to know who our brothers are, to know we help and bring back the kingdom of heaven, man. And the kingdom is within us, man. We're starting the kingdom of heaven now. We're going into it, all right, knowing we're going into the kingdom of heaven. I will rock us out, man. We're going, yeah, man.
We're gonna rule.
We're gonna rule.
With all power and dominion.
The conqueror being conquered.
And you see that brother there too, know his history, man. Just that fact, I peeped that about him.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
He's in depth with his history.
He said he had a wisdom about it.
Right. Right? And he said what? What y'all saying makes sense.
Because we have a tradition that says we come from the east.
Yeah, man. We're going to go back to the east, man. The land of Israel, under the Israelites, is going to be a beacon to the world. It's going to be a true beacon and lighthouse to the world.
Sure.
What we're finna do, man.
For sure.
All right?
It's almost here. It's
almost here. This is a lighter to the world now, man.
Right.
We're in a dark world. But then it's going what? It's going to go on forever, man. All right? Over here, it's not even shadowed no more.
We shall no longer need the sun or the moon.
There you go.
And that's talking about wisdom and understanding.
Wisdom and understanding,
the whole
man.
planet is going to be engulfed in the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh.
And able to give these brothers this light and this wisdom, man. All right? It's a miracle, man. All right? It's a miracle for us to be able to tell them brothers who they are. For us to know who we are, man. The Lord that worked the work in his days that we wouldn't believe it. Though yet it be told to us, man.
And we endured this 105-degree fucking heat just for that moment.
Just for that moment.
Right?
That made it all worth it.
That made it all worth it. That moment right there, man.
Because they're gonna go back and show it to their tribe. So what if that whole congregation gets converted for
That's
just
right.
that? That's the point of the word.
Yeah.
That's the point of coming out here on the highways and byways, not being behind a goddamn computer screen all day like a fucking coward.
You gotta preach this to all the nations, man. They gotta get to all the nations. It's just not for all the nations, though. It's for this nation of people, man. All right, and it's simple. Everybody else should get in judgment. So we don't feel no type of way, all right, when we telling everybody about judgment. We even telling 2/3 of these people your judgment, man. So you can't say we not packing fair. The Lord is packing fair with everybody, man.
And he was fair
He
when
a
he gave
just power.
He was fair when he gave y'all heathens your rulership to rule
That's
over.
right.
That's fair.
You in rulership right now.
You ain't cried in?
You ain't crying.
Well, I don't want
No
this.
complaints. Yeah.
Yeah, you roll with it, man.
Yeah, but you don't want your judgment. You're crying about your
Hey,
judgment.
we didn't want our judgment, but we rolled with it.
We roll
so
with
we're
it.
gonna have to do
We
that.
in it.
Get steamrolled by yours.
We in it. We in our judgment as today, right now.
Hey, look,
We
you
drinking that
so-called.
cup, yeah.
Where he at? It's a picture on here. It's one picture with this, like this devil here. He wasn't crying back then when they was hanging Negroes and pointing up, smiling at the pit.
Smiling.
You ain't complaining then. All right? When you was doing this to, where old boy at? Where you at? Peter. This guy was from Baton Rouge, man. His name was Peter. You wasn't crying then. Now your judgment is getting ready to come on your ass. You want to cry? Like the scripture said. The scripture says that the ungodly should complain of their fathers, man.
Today, tomorrow we shall die.
All right?
Yeah.
Look at that shit, man. I forgot that lady. That name was Mary. I think she was from Baton Rouge too. All right?
So these are locals. We got brothers in Baton Rouge, man. These people that are locals. All right?
Yeah. So you so-called white people, you got a lot to pay for, man.
Yeah.
That's why this way they make that analogy all the time. Karma is a what?
B-I-T-C-H.
B-I-T-C-H. And karma is coming back to you goddamn white people, man.
Yeah.
All right? It's all good when the rabbit got the gun.
Ain't no
But guess
fuck with
what?
the rabbit got that.
The rabbit finna get the gun, man. And the Lord already predestined that we're gonna get you so-called white people into slavery, man. How about that? Why Pastor Pochop, Deacon Rib Tips, all right, ain't preaching about that, man? Why the preachers ain't preaching about that? Why? Because they're all about this 501c3 charter, agreement with the government to lie to you people, man. Pull a wool over your goddamn eyes, man. We out here to fuck up the church's money.
Right.
We tell you the straight and skinny, the truth of the matter, man. All right? And the truth is, we're gonna rule in these upcoming days, man. Over these goddamn devils, man. These so-called white people, man.
That's why these pastors starting to boycott against the Israelites, man.
Ain't nothing you can do.
They say, what we gonna do to get rid of them, man?
Ain't nothing you can do, man. We talking about, this is, what it is? It's something out of nowhere.
That magically occurred appear?
No, it's a word. Manifest. This is manifest. This is manifest destiny, man.
Yeah.
All right. This is predestined to happen, man.
Huh.
All right. That's why we stand on it. We ain't just on the highways and byways here in New Orleans. We got brothers in Japan. We got brothers in Germany, London, New York, all the states. All right. Cussing you goddamn white people out, man. Telling you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you need to come back to your nationality, man. That black, ain't nobody on the earth is black, man. That's we playing games, right? That's for crayons. A crayon is black.
That man's shirt.
Yeah, his shirt is black.
His shirt and pants is black. Nobody's that color, man.
All right?
Nobody black, man.
You are people of color, but your nationality lies with being a Hebrew Israelite, man.
Yeah.
All right? This is what the Lord knew you by. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. But you know yourselves as being black, Negro, African American. How can you be from Africa and America? It's two continents, man. It don't make no sense. I'm West Indian. I'm a Jamaican. I'm Haitian. Which the word Haitian means people of hell. How can you be the people of hell?
Caribbean goes back to cannibal.
Right.
That was a byword and a proverb given to our people as a curse, man.
Right, man.
And it's an astonishment, man.
Yeah.
All right? That was curses. We get that. And we know we're fully under curses to this day. All right? But that's how you mark and know. That's how we know who we are. Because of the curses, man. That's how we know. It's evidence.
Give me Deuteronomy 28:6, please. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Give me that flavor sound real fast. Give me that 48 first.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. There shalt thou serve.
New Orleans, right? New Orleans. Yeah, where?
It's verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
Even to this day. All right? The curses still dwell upon our people, man. But now, through this knowledge, the Lord is taking that yoke off us, man. To wake up, well, the 1/3 elect of us. To wake up to who we are. Go ahead.
It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
What this is a guy from New Orleans. Look, it says New Orleans right there. All right? That guy has a yoke of iron on his neck. He used to put bells on there for the runaway slaves, man. All right? How soon did you forget, man?
And we might be standing right here where we stand at. We might be standing on our brother's blood, man. Men could have been hung on this corner because men was surely hung all around here, man.
Well, I'm going to say this. If you're doing any research on New Orleans, most of this area down here, from the Outerville all the way past to Earhart, is nothing more than a graveyard of the Native Americans,
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Superdome was built on a
burial site.
Yeah, burial site for Native
That's
Americans,
right.
man.
That's right.
Right? This place here called Canal Street used to have a literal canal in the middle. He used to do goddamn lynch mobs down here, man. You used to take them Negroes and put them on a wooden stage and put holes in the floor and make a mockery of them before they kill them, man.
Right. I was working over there at a night boy at Andrew Jackson Barracks, and they had to call the archaeologists out there. They found the remains of an Indian princess on the barracks ground. That devil Andrew Jackson built his military ground on top of the actual Trail of Tears. Literally on top.
Look up Fort Peak. It's in Slidell. Pike, yeah, Fort Pike.
That Andrew Jackson, hey, bros might spend every morning in the kingdom just taking turns drop kicking him in the chest. We gonna kill right. We gonna get that devil. Right. Ain't none of them devils got away, man. Robert, none of you fucking devils.
Yeah, you gonna come back, man.
Yeah, you gonna have to come back and serve your fucking captivity.
Oh, you already here to reap judgment.
Yeah.
All right.
You gonna get you some more judgment in the kingdom too. Judgment ain't gonna never end for y'all till y'all burnt off, man. That's gonna be a high holy day too. That's gonna be a high holy day when we eradicate y'all and Obadiah, man. The Lord brought it back round to that fire in Obadiah, man. It's gonna be a blowing y'all, a Edomites.
Yeah, this is the first prison camp where Andrew Jackson kept the Native Americans at down there on Chef Mentor, close to Slidell, man. This place it's sinking in the ground now from the water.
Like the rest of this guy.
Hold on real quick, guys. Even when you go up in there, they still got the shackles on the ground and on the walls where they kept the Native Americans shackled to the walls and shit, man. You know, that was it. You know, what you say?
I'd say, hey, it's sinking. Just like the rest of Esau's history in America is sinking. Your history, you Edomites' history in America has become a shame unto you because it's nothing more than a history of rape, robbery, and murder. First and foremost, well, shit, only people that matter are the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they shall fall in the snare, the pit that they made. It's going to grab their own foot. And that's what's happening to these devils, man. All right, you got whistleblowers, everything just taking them out of power, man. They overwhelmed, man. All right? They all the way exposed. All right? That was part of their strength is deception. Now that you can't deceive, they coming with the guns, man. All right? It's time to kill everybody, man. But the Lord got a judgment for that, man.
A portion of the masses is woke now, man.
That's right.
And like I said, this devil don't like being exposed. The Lord exposed him. Right? The Lord exposed him. The truth, man.
You done made Esau belt, that's it? What you got? Yeah, go ahead.
Like I said, he was feeling kind of down and drained from the sun and shit, man. You know, them brothers put a choke energy in you, man. Right. You know?
You got it.
Jeremiah 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau belt.
See, the Lord made Esau belt. How? By bringing prophets of these tribes of different men, all right, to what? Uncover the lies. Undress the deception, man. All right? Put a wool over the eye. Break the strongholds, man. He brought prophets of these men of different tribes to break the strongholds, man. Cover the lies up, man. I'll break the lies. You see? That's how he made Esau belt, man. Killed this deception. Go ahead.
I have uncovered in secret places.
See? Because he lied in secret places, man. All right? But that shall be nothing done in secret. That shall not be revealed according to the scriptures, man. All right? Go ahead.
He shall not be able to hide himself.
He can't hide himself no more. All right? When a man who can't hide himself, he got an omen for being a weapon, then he about to unleash the weapon, man. That's all he got left to do now. Go ahead.
He can't be spiritual.
He can't be spiritual.
That's not even in his bones, man.
Yeah. And he can't forgive. He not going to forgive. You got to get ready for slavery, partner.
I've been in slavery my whole life, bro.
And your little coon buddy's going to get put to death, too. Your coon?
So you got them goddamn coons with you and shit. Fuck the plot, man.
Bring that.
Put motherfucker put a foot in your ass, man. I'm gonna show you tripping. I'm gonna show you tripping.
Build that.
Fuck around, put a whole leg in your ass out here, man. Fuck around. These Kentucky ass Uncle Tom.
Yeah. That's gonna be the same Edomite that's gonna be eating his ass in there.
Say them niggas, man. It's all you got is a bunch of coons around there.
Hoochie daddy. Hoochie daddy. With coons.
Yeah. that white boy ass, man. Look.
Biscuit boot
You
ass.
walk like this. You ain't swing your arm. You walk.
Yeah, you cool.
You're a coon, man.
Cool, man. Them niggas coons, man. And we
No
tired.
goddamn socks on, man.
We tired of you coons. Get that nigga ankles, man.
You can't get it from around here.
They too tight. Nigga, Jay done turned into ankle bandits, man. We ready to listen. We ready for the get rid of the coons, all right, and we ready for the rule with dominion. We want steamroll over families of Edomites, children and everything, man. We taking no prisoners.
Hey, but like Prophet Sahar say, right before the kingdom, I'm on Michael Jordan leap over Esau. I already know we're gonna get Esau, but you do 2/3, man. I'm gonna look like the Jordan side leaping over the motherfucker, man. Lord will. Lord will, man. Yeah, it's time to go. About that time, it's about to more bread than that. You can feel it by the sun, bro.
The freakness in there.
Anything past 7:30, you at your own risk out there.
The spirit's about to get.
They about to get butt naked doing all type of shit out there, man. I don't want to see it.
His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
See, he's not spoiled yet. He's not in trouble like other men. But he in trouble now. When this true hit the scene, all right, it came out full force, he got in trouble. Right. All right? And that trouble, it was going to ultimately mark the end of him, man. All right? The judgment is on Esau ass, man.
The son of the second Thessalonians, the second chapter.
Yeah.
You know that this man being revealed.
He been revealed. He will now let it will let. And the Lord let it go until now he have reached the bounds and he can't go past it no more, man. All right, so now the Lord is what? Putting that judgment on his head. Go ahead.
In Psalms 9, verse 16, and the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed.
Yep.
The wicked is snared in the works of his own hand.
See, the wicked gonna be snared in the work of his own hand, and that's gonna end it, man. All right? The net is laid for the what? The oppressor, the persecutor. He persecute the poor. He heap to him all nations of people. All right? He take all the real, authentic food and give people GMOs. The Lord tired of his red, funky ass, man. All right?
You might say, oh, there's some so-called good white people.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't, man.
Ain't no one good.
Just like us. Give me that scripture where it said the good had to suffer for the bad. Yeah, the good, even in our time, the good had to suffer for the bad. So the same thing lies with you, which ain't no good.
No picture. They got down free. This is we know what you want to do with that. You got some bad intentions with that picture, man. You want to skin his. Look at the look on his face. He got a lewd countenance on him, man.
And he's walking with him.
And then his son, Lou Jr. His son is Lou Jr., man.
Lou Jew. What your boy name is?
Rule Jew.
You saw the countenance? It was Lou, man.
I don't know what you're going to do with that.
Bro, come on. It's all good. I got it. Go ahead. We get out of here, man. This is Ezekiel 21, verse 3. And say to the land of Israel, thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, and I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. That's right. So the Lord said, I'm cutting the righteous off and the wicked. All right?
Wow.
He ain't playing.
You gotta go, man.
Come on, man. You gotta go, devil.
Woman, man, child, it don't matter, man.
Young, old.
It don't matter.
As we said on the lake, the concluder, whenever I said it, right?
Bucking in there.
All bad things must come to an end, man. Right. He's the bad man. Use the bad thing.
Yeah, payback. Right? You gotta.
That's it.
That's why I said karma is a BITCH, man.
Yeah.
And you gotta pay for karma. You gotta pay for what you did, your ancestors, your foreparents. You gotta pay for what they did, man. It just is what it is. Don't get mad at us.
Yeah. Somebody gotta cover that tab, man.
Oh yeah, that tab is still on. That tab is still on the table. Getting rung up some more, man.
Oh yeah, it's still going up.
Still going.
Like the dead clock. Just like the dead clock. It's going as we speak. It can't stop. This man had lettered himself with thick clay.
He's
full of debt. He's full of lies. He's full of sodomy. We could go on and on. He's full of everything. Like you say, he can't help himself. Debt and hell is never satisfied, man. He enlarged himself. All right? Meaning what? He getting more freedom, more demonic. All right? To win, he gonna just what? Cancel his own self out. So with that, we hope this devil been exposed. All right, and the Lord gonna get his funky red ass, man. All right? In that order. And ain't no good white man, but a dead white man. That's right. Ain't one good white person on the earth, man. All right? The Lord made them dishonorable. They the wicked. All right? They're dishonorable vessels. So the Lord said, I didn't make one of them righteous. So they all wicked. And the Lord gonna get their funky red ass, man. In that order. So Abu Rakazada was edifying. We want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that's pushing and truth and sincerity. And with that, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
A Bible ball.
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 Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom.